Okay, good morning from Snowdon here. I feel like a right fucking tourist this morning. Llanberis, there's something going on, so it's absolutely packed down. So the idea today was to park up at Llanberis and do the Moel Ellio horseshoe and possibly go up Snowdon, because apparently there is some snow coming at some point today. Yeah, that was packed, so parked in Nant Peris, got the bus up to Penny Pass. So I'm going to go over Snowdon and down the other side and complete the horseshoe, and then get the bus or walk back. It's only a couple of miles though, to Nant Peris. And it's going to be a busy mountain today. Literally the bus, everyone got off straight up the pig track. With these sort of conditions, the pig track's not going to be very nice. So I've gone up the miners. You're going to be lower for a bit longer, so below the mist and below any bad weather. But it's not too bad at the moment. You can see Moshobod just out of the clouds, and yeah, so it's pretty much this for a good couple of miles. So basically the forecast for today, we should at some point get some pieces of clear sky, but the majority of the day is going to be dreary, and it's higher up where we might get a bit of snow. So we'll see how that goes. I'll tell you what, despite the weather, it's quite a nice morning. Look at that over there, the sun rising away to the east. And at the moment it's pretty clear above. You just never know. It looks horrendous at the minute, certainly towards the glitters over there, which I did consider going up there actually. Okay, then usually when you turn this corner you can get a good idea of what sort of day you're in for. And well, you can see most of the way up Bwlch, most of the way up to Llanberis. So the cloud base is fairly high at the moment, that is. However, over Snowdon it looks a lot lower. But we'll see. We're just going to enjoy this while it's nice. Yeah, the sun just coming up behind. Even on the bad days, you just never know. So this sort of landslide here is one of the few that, when there is a lot of fresh lying snow around, it can be avalanche prone of sorts. Anyway, certainly do some damage, bring the rocks down with it. I think this is where the spot where this track actually got closed because of an avalanche one winter. So yeah, it's amazing. Oh, it's windy already. There's just the odd like flake of sleet in the air. Oh, there's blue sky up there though, so I'll come over here. You never know. Just at the start of the Llanberis Ridge. Imagine if I tried to go that way. Not today, I think. So I'm just coming up on Llanberis, and it's pretty clear. That's you can see the Griven Ridge, which is a hell of a climb, a lot of fun. Over to Llanberis, and we're just about to get windy as we come towards the lake, I think. But you can see, if you can hear me, the pig track is up there, so this stays lower a lot longer. Wow. stunning. Gonna get windy on here, maybe. Yeah, just a bit. Should get some shelter in a minute. You can see up to Bwlch Glas, where you split off for Crib Gark. I'm probably butchering these names, by the way. That's what I do. There's actually some sun shining over there. So the pig track crosses the top of that falls. It can be a little bit sketchy. Okay, so it's been relatively plain sailing for the first couple of miles, but now we're going to start to ascend, so it's probably about the same amount of distance to the summit as what I've covered already. Obviously now, significant elevation gain. So, not too far from Glaslyn now. I promised myself I can have a rest there. We're going non-stop from the bus. I don't think these views are going to last for much longer. We're just approaching Glaslyn. Gradient's eased, it's quite nice now. And it's sort of getting to the end of this cobbles is the best way I can describe it. Okay, so I've reached Glaslyn. I think this is about 600 metres. The peaks I'm going to be climbing the other side, and just a little bit higher than this, but just Snowdon in the mist like a big ogre. Wow. Okay, so you can see quite a severe face. There is a nice route that picks its way up. You can see just how windy it is up there with the waterfall. And the waves, incredible. How green everything is. How wet everything is. Okay, so this big chunky cairn marks the start of the connection to the pig. Okay, so I haven't filmed too much from that bit, just want to try and get out of the way as quickly as possible. It's kind of zigzagging its way up now to join the pig track, high above Glaslyn. And oh, you can see pretty far, to be fair. I don't think that's going to last much longer though. Saying that, I've been saying that since I left the car. So I've just reached the confluence with the pig track, sorry, and the rain. Well, just as I said that, it's stopped again. But that bit really took it out of me actually. Slippery walkway. Oh, unless I'm sort of forgetting this, it looks like there's stone pitch past all the sort of little scrambly bits on the pig track. unless it's just how I remember it. I'm not remembering it right. Anyway, we're going up into this shit show, and then down the other side, and we'll see what state the other mountains are in. Starting zigzags then, almost at the ridge. Right, expecting it to be bloody freezing. So it's a little bit brighter above. I'm hoping the rain's starting to turn sleety. I'm hoping by the time we get to the ridge it's more snow. But you can just about see Cribby Disgwyl. Just can't imagine many people are on that today, but you never know. It just started hailing. Big time. That was painful. And it stops just like that. I think we've got the calm before the storm here. Just about to crest the ridge, and that's going to be pretty brutal. Oh, bright though up here. About to crest the ridge then, let's see what this is like. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Oh, wait. Right, not going up there. Head down the ranger in there. Moel Ellio. Going up the summit. I'm going to head down the ranger path and pick up the Moel Ellio ridge. So hopefully drop below the clouds pretty soon. Just going to cross the tracks here. The train's just gone up, so it should be pretty good. Just to go straight across. Oh, no snow yet. But we'll see. Shielded by the mountain. Right, let's pitch it down this ridge and pick up the Moel Ellio circuit. Okay, so that's my big ascent for the day done. And from the col down here, there's one more steep pull, but it's only a couple of 100 metres or so up to the first peak. And then, yeah, it should be pretty easy. And I can bail at one of the passes and head straight for Llanberis. Well, in terms of content, this one's been a little bit lacking. So yeah, I've kept the filming to a minimum. I'm not too far from the steep downhill bit, which will take me down to about 400 metres, and then I've got another 200 to get back up to the first summit. Okay, so I'm off Snowdon, and I finally got a view over to the Ellio horseshoe, which is clear, including the main summit Ellio at the back. So this is my first one directly in front, so it's going to be a quick run up that. Oh wow, I wonder if the summit will clear. That's amazing. Now we've finally got some views. Woo! I don't believe how clear it's got. I don't think the summit's going to clear, but this is beautiful. You can see over to a Nantal Ridge over that way, Mohebog over there, Moe and Mauer, and that's where I'm going. So hopefully I'm going to have a clear rest of the day, which will be superb. That would appear if you chose to climb anything else but Snowdon this morning, you'd be having a lovely day. Okay, so I'm just making my way my first Hewitt of the day, and this should be the last sort of big climb. Oh no, there's one more. Of course there is. Oh, I think that stile up ahead is the top of this one. So not too far to go, although I'm walking into the wind. So the ridge I came down, and Snowdon's still in the cloud. It was brutal up there. Oh, so I'm nearly at the top. I'm really struggling up here actually. I think the winter gear is way too heavy for the distance I'm doing. But when I do put normal hiking boots on again, I'm going to fly around, so it's all a good workout. Well, of course, it's lied to me. There's a little bit more. But it doesn't look too bad. Hopefully I can get some momentum up now. A bit flat ground, that was brutal. Well, my legs are like jelly, but I think we've made it to summit number 1. Thank God for that. Oh. There's the Llanberis track over there. So there's no obvious summit marker, it's just here somewhere. Brilliant. A new peak. And now we just need to follow the fence. I'm not going over it, I'm just going to follow it down to the coal and over those mountains there. It's cold up here. There's a lake. I think that next mountain is Bwlch. Quite a cool little area on this peak. I have decided that once I get down to this col, I'm going to head back to Llanberis and not do the other 2 mountains today. I don't know what's going on. I'm struggling, so it's time to abort. I've still got a good couple of miles to get back to Llanberis, so we'll get down here safely. And I think we can see the track down there, which will lead me back to Llanberis. Unfortunately, that's just a little bit of a step too far today. So I've made it down to the col between the 2 peaks, and I'm going to follow this really good path back and save them 2 for another day, because I'm done. It got super windy up there as well, so I think about 1 o'clock there's heavy rain setting in and fog, so another hour or so of decent weather. But at least I've knocked off this annoying one, because this is sort of out of the way, and this will be a nice horseshoe next time. Well, I gotta be honest, What a miserable Snowdonia day. The views have been quite nice though, if fleeting. Yeah, these boots, any sort of steep ground, and they're just giving me jip, so much jip. I mean, they're not really for the distance I'm doing. They're more for just basically Snowdon's got snow all over it, then just climbing Snowdon in them. I'm trying to take a cramp onto, they're quite rigid boots. So just trying to get back down without getting an injury basically. Well, at least the sun's come out on the way back. This long and winding path. Yeah, it's unfortunate about that because it's beautiful up there. But you know, I know it's damn well ferocious. So yeah, from here, so Llanberis is just going to come into view soon. Well, after a pretty shitty day, to be honest, what a finish. Absolutely beautiful. The clouds just touching the tops as well, which makes it even better. I made the right choice. Always good when that happens. Beautiful autumn colours. Well, that's some good weather. Now we've got hail. This walk's just been moaning, hasn't it? Oh. These hailstones don't get any bigger. I think I'm about a mile from Llanberis. Very positive spin. Although I can see an uphill. Crystal clear. Okay, so I'm almost up the road. That leads down to Llanberis, so I'm going to get the bus back up to Nant Peris hopefully. Yeah, bit of a shitty outing, but there you go. Is the train coming? I can't see the train. Still, I'm gonna go. There we go. This is becoming quite slowly. Back up to the hills. Anyway. Thanks for watching if you have. So yeah, we can't win them all, but some good moments. I'm sure when I look back at the footage, I'll you know, realise there were some good moments today. Just these boots. There's nothing worse being in pain. You can't enjoy anything. I mean, it's still lovely. Look at the view I've got right now. It's still absolutely beautiful, and then back up to the hills as well. You just can't. I mean, I think wearing my Merrells I'd have got around that no problem. So yeah, mistake on the footwear, but doesn't mean I've ticked off another Hewitt, even though it should have been 3. And now I just can't wait to get down to Llanberis and get some food. You don't know how happy I am to see that. I'm greeted by a lovely view of the Merry Quarry.